Don't say nothing. Don't express those emotions. It's gonna backfire. Don't say nothing. Go get a towel, bite it, scream in the towel. But don't say nothing. Shh. And quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Take a deep breath, walk it off. Don't respond.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey cousin, it's your favorite cousin, Glow Up with Elon. You already know this channel is your safe space to just be. Here we celebrate women embracing themselves with love, patience, and kindness. I'm that cousin, your favorite cousin, who's always cheering you on, reminding you to forgive yourself and helping you shine from the inside out. Every video is a chance for us to laugh, learn, and grow together, adding a little sparkle, a little softness, and just the right amount of realness. So if you're ready to elevate your life one step at a time, then cousin, you're exactly where you're meant to be, and that's here with me. Shh. You hear that? Hear that? Complete silence. And that, cousin, exactly what the people who betray you need to hear. Nothing. Silence. Not a word, not a peep, just silence. I know. You want to clap back. You want to knock if you buck. You want to get rowdy. I know it, cousin. You want to give them a good old tongue lashing. Hit them with a paragraph. One more essay and thesis. Maybe even post a little something slick on your story. But hear me out, cousin. Shh. Don't say nothing. It's not worth it. Not even a word. Not a peep. Don't say nothing. Because every time you give energy to betrayal, you give power to the person who hurt you. And we're going to discuss that in today's video. We're diving deep into why moving in silence after a betrayal is one of the strongest and most grown woman moves you could ever make. Trust me, I get it. Listen, I was once that person too. You have that urge to defend yourself, to prove a point, to let them know they messed up and they messed with the wrong person. I know it's real. But baby, when I tell you silence is the best revenge, you just don't understand how peaceful and powerful that quiet space really is. Okay, cousins? So today we're going to talk about how silence protects your peace, confuses your enemy, and help you rise above the noise. We're unpacking the lessons, the emotion, and the glow up that happen when you stop explaining yourself and start evolving. But cousin, hold up. Before I start dropping these gems, you already know what's my rule. Yes, housekeeping. We got to clean up. So if you're not a part of the family already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the best cousin family on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video and press that notification bell so you'll never miss when I drop some new gems, new love, and new light. All right, cousin, let's get comfortable. Grab your favorite drink or tea. Get cozy, take a deep breath, woo-saw, because I know you ready to pop off. But no, listen, we're going to move in silence in this video, okay? Calm down. Get comfortable now. And stay tuned. Let's get into this video.
One of the best things that you can learn as a woman is to stop being so reactive and learning the power of being silent. When you are so reactive, people are so in control of you, and you're so easy to manipulate because they know exactly what you're going to do. They know exactly what you're going to say, and they know exactly how you're going to react. When you're so reactive, I always think of like a puppet analogy. You're handing people the strings to your emotions, and they're able to control you. If they want you to be angry, you're angry. If they want you to be sad, you're sad. And it's one of the worst things that you can have in life because you're never going to be in control of your emotions. The power is not in being able to control other people. It's in being able to control yourself.
Silence. Not responding. It's crazy how, as humans, that is equated to guilt. as if not responding means you have something to hide. When in truth, that is a really powerful act of surrender. You are stepping back and letting God handle things that words cannot. And I mean this for any situation that is provoking you to respond and you choose to be silent. That's a very powerful way as a believer to say, Lord, I trust you. You know the truth. You'll defend me in your time. So I encourage anybody who feels like I really want to speak, I need to defend myself. I encourage you to really just sit down and pray and talk to God about that, because that is a true declaration of your faith when you are silent. Just knowing that you are trusting God's greater plan. Lord, I hope I'm quoting this scripture right. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. I know that's in Proverbs. I'm going to find it in a minute, but I want to say this. Remember, silence can be the best thing. That's an act. That's you surrendering. And it just really shows your wisdom. It shows your faith, and it also shows your self-control. So if you are in any situation where you feel like I am wanting to respond, pray about it first, baby. Pray about it first. Let God maneuver. Let God tell you when it is okay for you to speak. All right? Bye, baby.
Maturing is realizing that silence is more powerful than anything. Stop trying to tell your side of the story. Stop trying to over-explain. Stop letting people get a reaction out of you. It's not worth it. Stop putting in so much energy. Like, just be quiet. Let people talk. People is always going to talk. That's the thing. People is always going to have something to say. People are going to talk about you. Who cares? Move on. Let it go. Just don't say nothing. Stop letting people get a reaction out of you. Like, you have to learn how to control your emotions. All I'm saying is, once you master that, your life will be so peaceful. Trust me.
As a therapist, and honestly just through life experience, I've learned that not responding really puts you in like the craziest state of power. See, we have to understand energy and the way it flows and exchanges. Everything, literally everything, is energy. So knowing all about that keeps you ahead, and at very least just keeps you in the game. The first law of thermodynamics says that energy cannot be created or destroyed. And this is very powerful knowledge to have because it means something on a deeper level. If it can't be created or destroyed, it means that it can only be transferred from one thing to another, especially within a system. So when there's someone you have a relationship with, a parent, a friend, a coworker, or even a minor relation like an acquaintance, if someone says something to you that you don't like, they are actually transferring energy to you. Because as mentioned, everything is energy, including thoughts and words. And depending on what is said, it carries a certain frequency, a certain vibration. It could either carry a high frequency and be uplifting. Like, you ever hear somebody say something to you and it just brightens your day? That's not just because they said something nice. That's because those words carried a specific energy and intention behind it. On the other side of that, somebody can say something that carries a very low frequency, which can make you feel bad, sad, angry, combative, whatever. But the bigger picture here is that they are literally sending something to you, and you have the option to either rebuke it or receive it. And that's where this gets good, right? And you get your power back because you can literally send something back. Remember, energy transfers back and forth within a system. And yes, a simple conversation with someone creates a system between the two people interacting. So since energy can only be transferred back and forth, when they say something, you have the option to send it back. And this can happen in many ways, but the best way is by not responding or interacting. Engaging with someone is what creates the system between the two. So disengaging removes you from the system. So their energy, their words can no longer infiltrate you simply because the system is broken once you choose not to interact. This is when we see the angry, negative people that can't get through to you either crash out or start disrespecting someone else. That anger, envy, judgment is heavy. Low frequency, very heavy. So it's literally heavy. And because it's so heavy, as a human trying to survive, naturally, that person will hope to release it. They are unconsciously looking to transfer it. A lot of times, negative people don't even know that they're negative. They don't recognize that they're really mad. They just feel something heavy inside of them and they're trying to get rid of it. And if you're close enough, or if you're engaging with a person like this, you may become the target of transfer. And this is how we end up in drama or being talked about, judged by people we don't know, whatever. You're a good person, always getting caught up in stuff. You're either too close or interacting with someone who's trying to transfer that out of them. But it's all good because you know this now. So we're not responding to it. We're not meeting people where they're at. We are disengaging from these systems so we can be freed from whatever negative energy is trying to be transferred to us. Silence is power. Okay, love y'all forever. Mwah.
Wait, they just betrayed you? Cute. I guess they couldn't afford your energy anymore. It must be the economy. Let me tell you something. Silence hits so different when it comes from somebody who used to text you back all the time. Used to. Listen, darling, you don't chase breadcrumbs when you're quite literally the whole meal. Even CEOs walk away from bad deals. So yeah, you can walk away from that disgusting behavior. You should be grossed out by it. Save this for the days you forget you are
The best form of revenge is silence and revoking their access to you. That's it. Not fighting with them, they mama, they daddy, they sister, they brother, going crazy, crying, confessing your love. None of that works. Be quiet. Hurt in silence. Go cry by yourself. You don't need to cry to them. Don't be posting little stuff to get their attention and talking to different people to try to make them jealous. None of that works. They don't care. The best form of revenge is silence. If they don't care about how they made you feel, why do you think they're crying over them or doing the most, crashing out, keying their car, flattening their tires? Why do you think that's going to make them want you more? It's not. You just look crazy. And you still going to be hurt after you do it. It's not going to make you feel better. Slapping their mama, it's not going to make you feel better. You just got to move on. You literally just have to be quiet and move on. And you have the power to not let them talk to you, do anything as far as accessing you. So you have to use that against them. Like,
the best revenge, in my opinion, and this is what I tell everybody, is fucking silence. You got to make them feel that shit. That silence speak volumes, and it speak a lot louder than words. Because if you speaking in words, my nigga, you giving them the ammo that you still hooked. You still engaged with this shit. That's why I say silence always works, because you're not giving their ass your energy, for real. Because time heals, right? Karma corrects, and God humble. So don't you forget them shits. That shit is real life. Let shit be how it be. Don't say shit. You don't gotta explain yourself. You don't owe nobody shit in this fucking world. Literally. Unless you got a child, you don't owe nobody shit. That's the only person you owe, because you brought them in this world. So with that being said, shut the fuck up. Let them have it. Let them eat that shit, because they're gonna see how good of a person that you was for them, and they're gonna have to find out once you're not for them. It's so easy. Think about it.
You know, a lot of people debate when people do them wrong on whether or not they should respond. And I'm telling you, that's one of the worst things you could ever do in your life. Dead it. There is so much power in silence, because silence is an answer. There is so much power in silence, because silence is an answer. Think about it. If you send somebody a text continuously, hey, I want to hang out. Hey, I want to do this, do that, and they don't respond to you, don't you feel like you got somewhat of an answer? Yeah. Right. So point being, in any situation that you face, that still applies. Anything that you do, if someone does something to you, silence is the best response. Yes, the first thing that comes up in your head, you're going to want to go off, go berserk, probably be angry. You're going to want to do like a couple of reposts, targeted reposts. I feel like I get it. I truly get it. We all been there. But if you really want to have power to the things that you do, and you want people to respect you after they did you wrong, because most of the time people will always circle back. They always will. Always. Especially if you're a loving person, because they know what you bring to the table. So if you want power after even they attempt to circle back, because they probably still will, even knowing your power. If you want that energy to be understood, always choose silence. Always. And it just gives a maturity to the point that you feel deep down inside that person, that topic, that subject wasn't even worth the remote energy, because the energy that we give, even speaking on something, is so powerful. So why go and give that energy so that they can have that ego boost, or they can have something to say that, oh yeah, she did respond to it, and she said this, that, and the third, and you give them more thoughts to be able to be like, yeah, that's probably what she meant by that. She's kind of stupid, low-key, right? And even though you think that, hey,
You telling this person like, hey, I didn't like what you did, da 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 da. I mean, that's cool. And you can state that. I'm not saying don't state how you feel in the moment, because we as humans, we need that. We need to be able to express. But in most situations, I'm telling you, it is not necessary. Unless you feel the friendship is worth it, and you'll know when your friendships or relationships have come to that hurdle and they're like, hey, like, you know what? In your head, like, you know what? Actually, this is something that's valuable to me, so I'm going to try and work it out. But disrespect when disrespect is disrespect. So why even give the energy back?
I think a lot of y'all need to realize the best reaction that you could have to like a falling out, whether it be a relationship or situationship, is to just be silent and to go about your business, do your own thing, and pursue the things that you want to pursue. You got way more time on your hands now, and it doesn't need to be wasted arguing and going back and forth with another person. So if you're just silent and you go about your business, it gives so much time to think about things and to process things and to really just maybe have a better reaction when the time comes if you and that person meet again or if you cross paths with that person again. But give each other time. Like, going back and forth is just not going to do anything. I feel like that's the worst way to go about things. Silence is probably the best way to handle, in my opinion, and it leaves so much more room for growth.
One thing I have learned, and I wish I would have learned early in life, but I learned it now, and I don't mind sharing this with y'all, is silence is the language of the wise. Like, I used to always like explain to people what they did to me. I used to always have a clap back. I used to always like have something to say, like I will read you to the field. I'm gonna go in about me, like don't lie on my name, don't say nothing about me, and don't mess with me, cause like I'm gonna take it there. But ever since I realized silence is more powerful than talking, I shut up. Like, if you don't think, and another thing, learning that people know exactly what they're doing. If you think that people don't know what they're doing and you got to explain yourself to them, like what hurt you or what they was doing weird or what it was wrong at, then you got a lot of healing to do, because people know exactly what they was doing. And it was that moment that I realized that people do know exactly what they're doing. People do know right from wrong. People do know when they hurting you. People do know when they fucking you over. People do know that you're going to express yourself. You're going to forgive them, and you'll be back. That was when I decided that I'm going to always leave. And instead of like arguing before I leave or the cut off, I'm going to stop saying anything. I'm going to actually cut them off silently, because it's going to hurt them more. It's going to make them think more. Like, we don't get no closure around here. I'm going to just cut you off. I don't know who need to hear this, but stop talking so much and cut them off in silence. Thank me later.
The moment you stop reacting, you become their biggest trigger. People don't realize how much control they give away by reacting. When someone knows they can get an emotional rise out of you, they know exactly how to pull your strings. They feed off your energy. They feed off your confusion. They feed off of your need to defend yourself. But when you stop reacting, the game ends. Your silence makes them face themselves. They start replaying everything, wondering why they can't get to you anymore. That silence drives them crazy because it exposes their lack of power. So the next time that someone tries to pull you out of character, remember, you don't owe anyone your reaction. Sometimes the most powerful thing you could say is nothing.
In the words of our illustrious brother, Lil Wayne, real G's move in silence like lasagna. Thank you. And if you really break that down, that means somebody betrays you, your silence becomes your power. See, when you've been betrayed, your first instinct is to react. You want to talk about it. You want to post about it. You want to let that person know just how bad they hurt you. You want to make them feel the same pain they caused you. But here's the thing. When you respond loud, they know they got you. They know they got to you. They know they shook your spirit. But when you go quiet, oh baby, that silence is a killer. That silence says, I'm not entertaining your energy. That silence says you no longer have access to my peace. Because silence after betrayal isn't weakness. It's strategy. It's choosing peace over pettiness. It's realizing your value doesn't require an explanation. Now, don't get me wrong. I know how hard that is. I know that pain in your chest when somebody you trusted switch up on you when you gave them love, loyalty, support, and they gave you disrespect in return. Cousin, I get it. Trust me, I get it. That pain will make you want to step out of character. It makes you want to pull up, argue, expose, and clap back. Listen, your cousin get it. I've been there. I'm not going to pretend like I always had it figured out. Cousin, I used to be a borderline crash out. Listen, it's nothing proud to talk about. But your cousin used to be a borderline crash out. And I mean that from my heart. I'm a July Cancer. You know we love hard. One time for my Cancers. You know we love hard. We protect everybody around us. We care too deep sometimes. And when we love all the way. So when somebody betrays that love, ooh, it cuts deep. Because we're the type to be like, once you say we're rocking, oh, we rolling. And then you stab me in my back, oh, it's personal. You didn't have to do what you did. You went out of your way to hurt somebody who only wanted the best for you. So yeah, that's the old me. That Miss Mary Poppins side could easily turn into that Tupac hit 'em up energy in about 0.5 seconds. But that don't always end well, cousins. Trust me, listen. That energy did not end well. Over the years, through some hard lessons, I learned that the most powerful revenge isn't yelling, isn't arguing, fighting, or proving a point. It's peace, it's control, it's silence. Because when you respond with calmness and grace, you take back your power. You don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you break character. And silence doesn't mean you're ignoring it or sweeping it up under the rug. It means you're confusing the enemy. They expected chaos from you. They expected drama from you. But when you exit stage left peacefully, gracefully, silently, they're left spinning in circles. They start asking themselves, why didn't they say anything? Why didn't they argue back? Why do I feel so guilty now? Because your silence became the mirror that forced them to look at their own behavior. And 9 times out of 10, they'll come crawling back with regret. But by that time, baby, you're long gone. Gone in the wind, free and unbothered. So cousin, don't meet betrayal on the same level that it was given to you. Rise higher, exit in silence. That's how you truly win. Because they can't hurt what they can't reach. And once you're gone, they no longer have that access to your heart, your mind, or your energy. Now, cousins, I want to hear from you guys. I truly do. Have you ever had to move in silence after betrayal? Or did you crash out and later wish you hadn't? Be honest, it's a no judgment zone over here. We all family. Listen, we all had our moments. Drop down with your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know where your head is at after this conversation. And listen, don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Stop being selfish. Send this video to at least 3 cousins who needs to hear this message. You never know who might need this help, and give them the extra push to actually move in silence. Because I know some of my cousins, I read the comments. Some of y'all are crash outs or borderline crash outs, and I don't want that for my cousins. I rebuke that spirit off of y'all, okay, cousin? I really do. I just want us to live in peace. That's all I'm preaching over here is peace, okay? If you enjoyed this talk, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss when your favorite cousin drops gems. And as always, Be you, because there's only one you, and the world needs more people like you. But like the sand in the hourglass, we are out of time. So until next time, bye, cousin.